Hi everyone!
Hi everybody!
Welcome to day 4 of the Growth Challenge. This is Toby. It's Megan's dog, but I'm holding his paw.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to make space for Mom.
There you go.
He's happy and excited that I'm here. I came to visit Megan today.
Yeah. So today we're talking about internal versus external motivation. This is one of my favorite topics, I think.
Internal, meaning like, are you the type of person who is able to receive more motivation within yourself on a regular basis?
Or do you need external motivators in place to help keep you consistently moving forward and inspired to take action?
Yes, and you're usually more of one than the other, but there are times when you're going to be in both. And why is this important? It's super important to know for a growth mindset of where you receive your motivation from, because so often, especially right now, we're hearing from our clients, from our students, from our friends, from family, that no one has motivation. And this was me a few weeks ago, after the holidays and after the new year. I was like, okay, I could feel and sense within myself that I needed to create some motivation for the next season moving forward, especially with the long haul of the winter ahead. So I did my work internally because I am more motivated internally, and I came up with a game plan to set myself up.
Yeah, I think it's beneficial to have both, because then you're set up for success no matter what mood you're in or what season you're in. So internal for me, I think it's important to have a clear vision for yourself, to have a clear vision of what direction you want to go in, and have clear goals outlined. Like, these are the 4 goals for the year. This is the goal you're going to start with, so that you know why you're moving in that direction. And having a why statement is really helpful too. So for a lot of moms in particular, especially when it comes to health and fitness, a lot of my clients, their why is their kids, because they want to make sure that when their kids are 10 years old, they can still run around with them in the backyard. So that's a really strong why for them, and you can start to think about, if you have these visions and goals, why are they so important? And that's kind of an internal trigger for yourself.
Yeah, and knowing what your why is I know my why is just to consistently keep showing up for the community, to help support the community with their mental health and well-being right now. And when I feel my motivation dipping, and I'm not chasing after the things I really want, I'm not chasing after the things that really make me happy, I'm not doing things that bring joy into my life, internally I reflect and I feel it everywhere in my body and my heart and my mind. And that's when I start doing my inner work, and I really thrive from this. So my inner work is a lot of reflection, a lot of even communicating with another inspired individual that you have in your life. So I find, even if I'm looking for external motivation, like if I'm stuck within myself on something and journaling's not working, or even now self-care in the bath, I spend a lot of time thinking in the bath. My morning routine is a lot of my internal time, my evenings as well. But when I'm looking externally for a little more support, I look to Megan. Megan is an inspiring person, so I'll even go over to her Instagram and just see what's happening on her stories that day. I have a few really solid podcasts that I go to, but I can kind of listen to a podcast a couple times a month, and I'm my bucket's feeling pretty full. I can take in a lot from that. And I also have a therapist, so when I can feel myself slipping, I just give her a call and say, hey, can we set up a session? And I guess is outdoor time, is that internal or external?
I think it's a bit of both.
It's a bit of both. Time in nature really, really supports me in resetting.
Yeah, I think for me, external is having those friends, having those podcasts. There's specific people on Instagram that I definitely go to. There's specific books that I'll go back and re-listen or reread. You need both. Both are very important. So today we want you to think about, first off, which one are you primarily? In your most basic setting, we are primarily internally motivated, and there's majorly successful people in this world who are ambitious, who are primarily externally motivated. So if you're at anything right now you're doubting, I think you only need to be, not true. You can be either, you can be in between, it doesn't matter. There's not one better than the other. So just recognize primarily which one you are, because if you're primarily externally, it's going to be easier for you to find those things in your life. So once you have that kind of decision made for yourself, then we want you to share with us some of your internal motivators and some of your external motivators.
Yeah, and a couple more examples of external is especially if you're a really social person, you thrive in group settings and you thrive from community events, like that's just what sort of fills you back up and re-inspires you. This is definitely going to be a little bit of a harder season because, community connection is so limited right now. Other examples of external motivation are like, I know a friend of mine who's probably one of the most intelligent people I know, but likes to know every bit of information and likes to do a ton of research on a topic, even though she knows everything. Like, she knows it in her heart, she knows it in her mind, but before she speaks on something, she opens up all of her books again and rereads everything and takes a ton of notes and reflects on it before she feels like she can call herself like a bit of an expert in it. Or if you sometimes need to go to a motivational page to find inspiring quotes, and you have to seek stuff from other places to fill you back up. Those are kind of a couple of examples of what it is like to be a little bit more externally motivated, looking for other sources for motivation.
Yeah, so I hope that's enough examples. If you feel like you need more from us, just let us know and tag us and we'll add some more examples. But that's just really simple because this is one of those days where this is the compound little tactful things that you can put into place outside of this challenge to keep you moving forward. And that's setting up internal, external motivators is a growth-minded action.
Yeah. People
who are fixed aren't going to do those things. So you right now choosing to think about those things and put them in place and actively pursue them on a daily basis is you having a growth mindset.
It is super attached right to like a habit or a routine that you put into your life every single day. So for me, mine being like, I know I need to have an inspiring conversation. I'll give Megan a call, and that's a part of my day today. It sort of like rejuvenates me. This is like external motivation. I wake up excited to do this, and Megan and I are like, today's topic, and this is a source of external motivation. Can you put little things in your life every day and know what they are or who they are to keep motivation up?
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, hopefully this is helpful for you. Can't wait to read all the comments and see what are your different motivators, and we'll chat more tomorrow.
Yeah, use your trackers. Tomorrow's day 5, and we'll share some exciting announcements at the end of tomorrow's live.
Bye, guys.
Toby says bye too.